Hi everybody, welcome to my art journal watch along video. My name is Sarah and I'm the artist behind Pinselgeschichten. And today I'm making a mixed media page with a lot of a mess on the paper. So I'm starting off by cutting a few pieces of napkins that I want to use, and the theme of the page is going to be coffee. In the end, you won't really see the images that I'm putting down here. They're not visible, but I know they're there, and they just get me into the mood starting the page for today, and just having a background laid down, something to work on. When I started, I didn't think about covering up the whole page. I thought maybe parts of the image would look through, but it's fine, I think. Would I have used acrylic paints instead of spraying acrylics? I guess you could have seen things, but I wanted to work with my spray paints in the end. And of course you can cover way more surface with that, and so I got it all covered up in the end. I'm starting with gesso here, just using it as a glue and putting down a very rough layer here with my palette knife. I could have used pretty much any other glue, but I like the chalky feel of gesso once it's on the page, and I was simply too lazy to use another glue and then clean everything off and then using gesso on top. You know, I was kind of... I wanted to work quick. That is something that, helped to make a lot of decisions here. Just, how can I work quickly? The whole page just took me 36 minutes. So I wasn't particularly delicate with any parts of the page today. So I'm giving the whole thing a gesso frame just to hold the napkins down, because I used all the layers of the napkins and not just the upper one, which you use when you do napkin Mod Podge kind of pieces usually. So once I had that dried off, I went on to the next layer, and it is, drum roll, this mesh here. These are remains from, what are they called? You put them into your windows and doors so that flies and mosquitoes and stuff don't come into your apartment or house in the summer when you have the doors open or the windows. So this is parts of the remains of one of those installations at our house, and I just put down those strips and gessoed them down. Again, the gesso is more like a chalky glue here, just makes a nice texture and holds everything together. Fairly simple and quick. Again, another blast of heat on the table, and you can already see the napkin pattern pictures are pretty much covered up already, but I don't mind. I know that they are there, so it's okay for me. The next thing I want to do is using the spray paints to put on some color, and I used this light brown and almost a beige color. It has a kind of a greenish tint to it, but I really like it, and I sprayed closely to the page so that I get those drips. And I'm doing the same thing with a chocolate brown, and I gotta say I love that chocolate brown color. It's going to be used in very many other projects in my studio in the near future. It's fairly simple to get those strips there if you don't have any inks or other fluid colors. Spray paints are a nice supply to achieve the same thing. So again, I'm drying everything off because I'm just too impatient to let it dry on its own, and my hairdryer does the job. And then I just add some more color here and there on the flat surface rather than having the book standing up and then having drips again. So I'm pretty much completing the coloring of the background or the main part. And with the dark brown and this lovely stencil here, I'm adding some splotches, which well, whenever I have my coffee cup, I have to use a coaster, otherwise I have those kinds of splotches everywhere on my desk. So they're just a bit of humor, or just a nod to my clumsiness when it comes to pretty much anything, but also drinking coffee. Another heat blast and I can move on. Now I'm just using my white permanent marker to sketch in a coffee cup, and I'm being very loose with it, with very sketchy lines. And I think it's just, the white is just a nice contrast to the brown background coloration kind of thing, you know? Because the cup here, of course, is the focal point, and that's why I want it to stand out with white, which is a crisp color, and it's a very nice contrast to the brown colors. And then I'm just adding some blue ink to the cup, which just has a bit of, adds a bit of interest. And I'm also adding some brown marker here to have coffee inside my mug there, or my cup. It's actually not a mug. A bit of shadow on the lower parts of the cup help with depth and dimension on the cup. And then I'm just adding the ink, putting down the date, and that's the page. That's already it, quite fast. I thank you very much for watching along. If you have any questions, any comments, please leave them in the comment section below, and do the good YouTube stuff, which is like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Have fun. I'm going to see you tomorrow with a new Tiny Tuesday. Bye.